Assalamu alaikum. This is day 20 of Ramadan, and we're still on the subject of shirk, but I'm going to give you random things that I've chosen that are not exactly of shirk, because the way this book is arranged, this is the way you have to do it in order for you to benefit. For instance, right here, he's inserting something very, very important here. And it has to do with mustalahat al-hadith. After he has given us this beautiful hadith, I'll give it to you, it's very quickly, and then I'll give to you what's mustalahat mean. In this hadith, Prophet Muhammad said, أخوف ما أخاف عليكم الشرك الأصغر. What I fear most for you is the small shirk. فَسُئِلَ عَنُّ. He was asked, what do you mean? And Prophet Muhammad answered, الرِّيَاء, to be a showoff. Now this is coming from the collection of Ahmad. So immediately we know, well, they just insert it. It's just, I love it, but it's the random way that this book is collected somehow. Or maybe it's not random to them, but as an American, suddenly he tells you, hadith is ma udifa ila rasul. We know that. It's what the Prophet Muhammad said. Wal khabar ma udifa ilay wa ila ghayrihi. So if it's called a khabar, it's from him and others. And lastly, wal athar. What is an athar? ما أضيف إلى غير رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, أي, meaning what is attributed to other than the Rasul, meaning إلى صحابي ومن بعده إلا إذا قيد فقيل. وفي الأثر عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فيكون على ما قيد به. So if you want to say that this is from the Rasul, you have to have a reason of قيد به, proofs within some part of the seerah here. Because قوله, his saying, أخوف ما أخاف عليكم الخطاب للمسلمين. He's speaking to Muslims. Prophet Muhammad is speaking to the Muslims. The Muslim هو الذي يخاف عليه الشرك الأصغر وليس لجميع الناس. It is not pertaining to all people. It's pertaining to Muslims only. Then he jumps into the meaning of the word mushtaq min ru'ya. Mushtaq min ru'ya means something that is seen with your eyes. So that's why they call this sin a riya. You wish to be seen by people. And this is going to yabtala as-salat. If that's why you're going in to pray, just to be seen, you're not going to get any thawab, no good points with Allah for doing this. And here we have, with proofs, Bukhari here. فعلت هذا تأتم بي وتعلم صلاتي. فعلت هذا لتأمنوا بي وتعلموا صلاتي. He did this to learn the prayer, my prayer. الرياء ينقسم باعتبار إبطال. Yeah, so here is when he's saying it doesn't count. إبطال للعبادة إلى قسمين. And then he tells you with another hadith. Let's read the hadith. أنا أغنى الشركاء عن شرك من عمل عملا أشرك معي فيه وغيري تركته وشركته. So this hadith is Muslim. When Allah says, I am so far أنا أغنى الشركاء من الشرك. No way am I going to have anything to do with anyone who involves himself with shirk. Man amala amalan ashrak maya, whoever does anything, and it even has a hint of partnership with me, or other than me, taraktuhu wa sharaktuhu. I've left it alone. I am not getting involved with this, because that's how bad it is. So sometimes when people don't realize what they're doing, Allah is Ghafur Rahim. But that's why they don't like this book. Now you're starting to get it about this book when they call it terrorism. Because all of the things we did in the Catholic Church were shirk. I'm telling you the truth. That's why they hate this book. That's why the word tawhed puts terror in the hearts of those who know what it means. But see, if they can just avoid the whole issue and not let you know what it means. There's no books in English about this. There's no way that you could possibly be aware, unless you knew a very, 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 very saintly scholar, which I did. And the last word he said to me was tawhed, meaning oneness. Oneness of the message of all prophets. And oneness in that Allah is not like his prophets. So Jesus, the Jews won't even say he was a prophet. They reject him as a prophet, let alone rejecting as the Son of God, which, of course, the Christians do. Okay, so I want to give you another hadith. And this hadith is Bukhari. عن ابن مسعود رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من مات وهو يدعو من دون الله ندا دخل النار. So concise and so scary. Whoever dies and he is calling upon other than Allah is going to the fire. And that's why you have to always remember the last word you're going to say when you're dying, right before you die. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. And that's why my sister who converted to be Muslim, this story is too much. I'm an hour away from iftar, but I have to tell you, I was going to finish this concept here, but this is worth it more. My sister died of breast cancer. And I was away most of the time in Egypt, so I wasn't in close enough contact to press upon her the importance of Islam. But I had talked to her before I left and went to Egypt. And she rejected. She said, no, I'm good. I never even went to church. She wasn't a Christian, really. She didn't really get into going to church like I did when I was a child. She could have just gone like I did and said, I don't believe in the Trinity, but she just wasn't into church. And then she married a man who also wasn't into church. But you know what? His mom was a total Bible thumper. We use that word for people that walk around, a Bible thumper. She'd walk everywhere with her Bible under her arm. And she was the maximum of a religious scholar. Salam alaikum, lahda wahda.